Well, the Stars and Stripes are flying tonight. Live UFC action on the White House lawn. And for you, Daniel, a proud American, this has got to feel pretty good.
I mean, I've been standing up with my right hand on my chest all night. I am just filled with the spirit of the red, white, and blue. And tonight, these fighters are going to lay it all on the line. John, we're fighting on the White House lawn.
All right, here we go. Round one is upon us. And if you thought for these athletes it was wild to compete in space, how about trying to fight with this backdrop of the White House?
It's unbelievable. I mean, we are in awe of the situation ourselves. These fighters are professionals because as much as they love that they're at the White House, they have to recognize that once you're inside the octagon, it has to be just like any other fight.
All right, so look at that. A cut. Must have been a good warm-up. Just like that! One and done!
Wow, that was impressive. John, he said that this would not take long for him.
Well, there was a lot of pressure on these athletes here tonight, and man, did he deliver. How about getting a knockout like that on the White House lawn?
You know, John, it doesn't get any better. You know, you have dreams of fighting in this type of venue, but to go out there and deliver in the way that just happened, tremendous. You cannot imagine your life would take you to a place like the White House where you get to show all of your skills. That was amazing.
Well, remarkably, it all came together.
Ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
Well, you could do a major motion picture about him, but he's far more focused on the matter at hand and another stiff opposition. I can barely get my notes together. A huge early connection there.
It's about the punch, but it's also about the setup. That was a beautiful setup that allowed for him to land that strike. Oh, big stick up top. That's another one. Oh, that's big. Oh! He hit him again.
All right, so his power has certainly been heard from early. Appears as though maybe the opponent has recovered a little bit.
Yeah, but
connections right up the gut, DC. He's in a world of trouble now.
They see you're bad, man. I mean, you can stop this fight whenever you want.
And that'll do it.
How good is that? Lopez is sick, bro.
Well, a lot of us have been in disbelief throughout this monumental evening. And how about him going home tonight, getting a knockout like that on the White House lawn in front of the President of the United States?
You know, John, this young man recognizes that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And he fought in that way. And when he fights to the best of his ability, these types of results are possible. Tonight, he gets a beautiful knockout.
All right, here we go. Yes, live UFC action from Washington, D.C. Our first and likely to be only live event on the White House lawn.
I have not stopped smiling all day long. It's a dream come true. And I can only imagine that the fighters feel the exact same way. They are fighting on the White House lawn.
Ready.
All right, so here we go. Alex Poatan Pereira taking on a fellow striker. More often than not, when he faces someone who does what he does well, he has the upper hand.
Alex Pereira just needs to do exactly what he's been trained to do over the course of his entire life. He has got to maintain space and distance and make sure that his opponent is only engaging with him on his terms.
Oh, that's by him there. Beautiful connection early on.
The way that he was able to amazing, especially this early in the fight.
Oh, double flying knee.
Oh my goodness, he is beating him up.
Back to his feet. Oh, not a lot of defense there.
Johnny cannot keep taking these shots to the head.
Well, I'm blind as a bat, but it looks like that's a cut. It is.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a new world order and new Alex Poatan Pineda, the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
Oh my goodness, John. They said he couldn't do it. This man believed, and he got the job done. Now he is the champion of the world.
Wow, how about that? A monumental result for him here tonight. All right, here we go from the nation's capital. We are set for live UFC action here on...
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, round one is underway, and I guess when you're competing here in the thick of things on the White House lawn, you gotta sort of...
John, you gotta stay focused. You gotta be locked in. I understand that this is monumental. This is once in a lifetime. You can take all that in after the fight. Right now, you gotta lock in. And you gotta try to get a victory.
Poirier always trying to win that foot battle and get you behind that black apron.
Yeah, he's a very grounded fighter, always pressing forward, trying to really use his stance to generate power and knock you out.
Ooh, heel hook attempt now, and it looks locked in.
Well, he shelves that leg and he falls back. He will get the crevice of his elbow on the ankle and the lock on the shin as he's trying to finish.
Oh, could go submission hunting here.
I mean, he's very good at finding submissions from his top position. Once he gets those takedowns, his opponent better be on high alert because he can submit him at any moment.
Oh, he might have that submission locked in. Oh, wow, he got out and mounted.
What a beautiful display of submission defense, not panicking whenever he was beat so greatly by that rear naked choke.
Topuria is looking threatening here early, champ, right? Showing off some of that high-level jiu-jitsu. We were talking about it on the walkout.
Hold up, J.A., hold up, J.A. Another opportunity to try to end this fight by submission. Now let's see what the next step is. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I got...
The story remains the same, and still, Ilia Topuria, the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world.
Unbelievable, John Anik. This guy is a superstar. And once again, he proves he is also the best in the world.
All right, so there he is, the still UFC lightweight champion of the world. A lot of steam here during fight week that maybe there were a few things that could plague him tonight. Looked as good as ever for my money.
He looked as good as he's ever looked inside the octagon. He's so good at everything.